thread is that you want to go after small markets. If you're a startup, you want to get to monopoly. You're starting a new company, you want to get to monopoly. Monopoly is you have a large share of a market. How do you get to a large share of a market? You start with a really small market and you take over that whole market, and then over time you find ways to expand that market in concentric circles. And the thing that's always a big mistake is going after a giant market on day one, because that's typically evidence that that you somehow haven't defined the categories correctly, and it normally means that there's going to be too much competition in one way or another. And so I think almost all the successful companies in Silicon Valley had some model of starting with small markets and expanding. And if you take Amazon, you start with just a bookstore. We have all the books in the world, so it's a better bookstore than anybody else has in the world when it starts in the 90s. It's online, there's things you can do you can't do before, and then you gradually expand into all sorts of different forms of e-commerce and other things beyond that.